sucks.
I'm
And
recording.
he put it full screen, you know? No one wants to see that
Yeah,
dead
true.
chat.
Let's watch it full screen.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
No worries, man.
Like many of you, I've been
Oh shit.
as long as I can remember. They're a core part
You
of what
recording
makes
it?
me
Yeah.
who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often
Look at the
unstated
shoes.
mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure. who
What
would
happened to the
become
live
lifelong
action
companions.
trailers?
Now, together,
Funny.
we approach the final shape.
They
We're
can
about to
either
embark
release a live action
on the
trailer or a
last
new DLC.
expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler.
Oh,
The
yeah.
journey will
Okay.
be difficult,
Really?
and what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest
protection?
entity
Really?
we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how
What?
to handle what's
Well,
to
there
come.
are.
Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world, a vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Always been good at hyping stuff up, haven't they?
Yeah.
Really have.
Come on then, let's see it.
Breath of the Machine! Ah.
It looks really cool.
Whoa.
After all these years, we never talked about it.
Oh, wow.
Why I brought you back.
Oh.
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 Oh, the tower!
new tower!
It's the tower!
Altar.
Why
Holy
you
sh-
were chosen.
Oh.
This
Oh,
looks
it's the ether mod.
The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling.
What the hell?
But I know now. After all we
Okay.
Oh. What the hell? It's the upside down.
Wait, were they
this
hands?
fight
Yeah.
might be our last.
What?
I'm asking you,
What?
Whoa! What the fuck?
Yo, they were new enemies!
Yeah.
Yeah.
to rise.
Oh my god.
Bro. Oh?
Yo.
What? New
is
axe!
that?
It's axe! New weapon. Pre-order now, of course.
Elemental tormentors.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this
The
moment
color
for the
scheme is
last 8
sick.
years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
It's like Mercury, like the past and present, it seems like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Different areas.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic
James
for the
W.
entire
Yeah.
journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
And what is that?
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it.
That must be the
Pale Heart of
raid.
the Traveler is what
Yeah.
it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose,
Whoa.
no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together
And an axe.
be
And an
brave
axe.
in the face of oblivion.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
That's cool.
In the final
Oh.
shape, we're going through the portal that
The
Witness
landing
has
zone of
opened
the
up
Travelers,
to
the
confront
old
its
The
tower.
tower. Oh my god, yeah.
Inside the Traveler is just infinite,
That's where the
vast.
speaker
and
was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
Whoa.
The Pale
Whoa.
Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
The wall.
This is the Traveler
Yeah.
recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team.
It
The
was.
final shape means so much to everyone who's building it.
The only
and
thing
I
that will
think
still
players are
work.
really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
Damn.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
That was
the sense of
10x.
scale you get out there. Like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel
Bro,
like
it's
you
the
are
Far
not the
Lands.
force to be reckoned with. That
The
you
Far
have.
Lands.
You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the subjugators.
Ooh. Ooh.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final
They have
shape.
Strand.
Yep.
They have an enhanced power set.
Oh, they can
They're
fucking
performing
suspend you.
stasis powers
and
strand powers to
Jesus.
face the Guardian, well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this.
Get suspended, bro.
It's
They're
gonna be
back there
annoying.
pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place, tangling you up.
Classic sidearm still aren't good.
Yeah. Damn.
We're focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
Yes.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart.
It looks
After
crazy.
you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses.
Raids?
Nice,
So
that's good,
it's only
that's good.
natural that when
gonna
you
end in
are
the
going
raid.
to confront the witness,
She
you're
said
going
raids.
to do that in the raid.
So like,
You know, it was.
But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the witness.
How is that? Yeah.
she said plural, I feel like.
In the final shape, we are inside the
No,
traveler.
but I think she was just saying like
very
raids
close
in
to this
general in
energy.
DLCs
This
are where the
allows
story
us
ends.
to have new supers, Arc, Solar,
Oh,
Void.
it's him.
We
What's his
want
name?
to
Oh, new
create
supers.
Something that turns you into an offensive
Dave
powerhouse,
Samuel.
but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the
Go on
odds.
then, let's see him.
Need some sound effects, Dave.
Here's up. Warfly?
The Warlock Super is this ultimate expression of solar
Oh.
energy coursing through your
That's
Guardian.
the
This
D1
Solar
one.
Warlock Super is a
Sunbird,
callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than
Radiance,
Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles,
Yes.
doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade
So it's just new
almost
supers
being
for
sentient
existing.
as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces
Okay.
off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this
Okay.
energy that you are
Roaming
also
supers are
giving it to your
going to
allies,
the
allowing
mall.
them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying scores
Okay,
when they're
okay.
shooting.
The new Solar Warlock
Supercharged.
aspect. When I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little
Solar Soul.
that when it sees an enemy,
Solar
it
Soul.
launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Okay.
Twilight
Hey, good.
Arsenal.
Twilight
It's
Arsenal.
a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons
Oh.
another one,
Super.
throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around.
Okay.
And you and
Oh.
your allies can go pick up that axe and
Nice.
start wailing
All right,
some enemies
okay.
with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes,
that's cool.
the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
the Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this
Movement
knife
super?
and throws it across the world, and then is able to
Oh.
blink
Oh.
to its position.
Wait, that's
with a
cool.
flash that just decimates anyone nearby.
One really
Oh,
great thing
shit.
about that is
That'd
not
be a
just
sick ability.
you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do
Oh.
it.
Wait, that's sick
The
as
hunter
fuck.
has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this.
Oh, the
burst.
helicopter!
they brought
The
back!
helicopter!
Yes!
Right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves.
Yes,
And
the
it takes
helicopter.
that symbiotic-
The more
actually
aspects we
combo
have,
now
the
with
more
us.
capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We
So
have
no red
Tesselation,
subclass.
which is this exotic pyramid
Oh.
fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload
And niche is gonna be
reshape
trash.
your grenade
Failure.
and suck it into the weapon.
Yeah.
And then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a really special weapon.
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What? if you could harness the
Oh.
light of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
Yo.
Oh.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons,
Breath.
but
Oh, Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's
feels unique in
Breath.
Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvostov into
Oh,
the fold.
Kvostov?
The
Oh.
Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
Red
And
Death?
Dragon's Breath. Burn the world, burn it all.
Alright, guys.
In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always
What?
like the special ammo
Subfamily?
sidearms. This
Wait,
fires
so it's legendary?
tiny,
Yeah.
slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard
Okay.
with AoE damage. They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new
yeah,
support
they'll
weapon
tell.
subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Okay.
I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
Nobody will use the healing, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel that's gonna be
Weapons
difficult
team
to pull
is always
off,
coming up
but
with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Nice.
Come on, take a load off.
Oh.
You've got a lot to cover.
Oh.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock
Off my map.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
In this moment,
How
we're
is your
driving to the
sister?
end of the Light and Darkness saga. It's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment, with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish
yeah,
the
there'll
job.
be like a subplot of what happened when he first
Once we
got there,
started
I
digging
reckon.
into the nature of the Pale Heart. I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back.
Yes,
in the
Nathan
It felt
Fillion.
Amazing to just see him slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group, that I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
Damn.
Damn. This music is so cool.
Ooh,
Yeah,
next season
the
maybe?
plot
Oh
went
yeah.
off the way,
Guardian, the witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister, Zivu.
Yes, more Throne World Underworld.
Yeah.
With me.
Finally.
You come back from this. Do not be afraid.
What the fuck?
What?
Whoa. Huh? What?
Whoa.
You now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light. Assault the Spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tides.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, it's a boomer launcher.
It's a boomer.
Yes.
Let them know fear.
Damn. That's definitely the season though, brother.
Whispers, and they do whisper. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me.
He's turning into Sabathun or something?
I don't know.
My appetite rises for your brutal tributes. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
Okay.
You have found the horn of battle.
Yeah, I was Crota.
You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch.
Witch, yeah.
Season of the Witch.
November. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
So how does Wrath of the Machine come into this?
That Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Zivu or Wrath. If we fight her, she only gets stronger.
Oh, dude, we're
Eris
actually
has
gonna
an
res her
idea.
at the end of the
It's a
season.
really-
God damn it.
It's really good.
It's a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling
God.
all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player.
Damn.
That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
Oh,
They
that's
can then
interesting.
choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting
Ooh.
cards that you can then
Well,
use
it's
to
all
place
that.
on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chef's
Yeah,
kiss.
oh, it's
really
super
fun.
Huh?
Okay.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our
Altars
new
of
3-player
Sorrow.
offensive. We're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
That's
the
cool.
Witch's Spire itself,
That's cool,
Savathun's Spire,
finally.
was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
That's cool, actually.
The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop
Depends
out.
on your teammates.
As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Okay. Maybe that's like a horde mode? I don't know.
You really want to make sure that there is
Scout and a
home
fusion.
for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content that the
Nice.
fans and players of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Okay.
Craftable.
Oh no.
With Season of the Witch, we
That
have a
don't
brand
sound
new
good.
Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting.
Ooh,
It's got
I'm
a bunch
excited
of,
about this, actually.
Really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a
Disjunction
little bit more.
2.
With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit. It's like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game
This
mode
could be really
from the
cool.
past.
Yeah.
So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear from
The
Season of the
synaptic
Risen.
spear.
The scythe from Season of Autumn.
Yeah,
Blinking
so you're
around
gonna be
everywhere.
leaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map. It
could actually be fun, yeah.
Dispensers and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need.
Raid.
Words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty hypey this season, obviously.
Uh-oh.
There's something in the
Crota's
air.
end.
So we're thinking about, like,
So
what's
it
a
only
good
made
Ranger
sense
cycle
to you
that would
do
really
Wrath of the
fit this
Machine.
very hypey season. There's only one answer.
No.
Okay.
No.
Please be Leviathan. Oh,
Oh, Crota's
Oh.
end. Very nice. Very nice.
What the Hive call a god.
Oh, OG voice.
Leviathan!
Why'd they put Crota in Wrath of the Machine? Why is it on the moon?
Wait, was that the Age of Triumph armor? Oh, it is.
Oh, it is!
Oh, it is! Age of Triumph armor. Dude.
I was not expecting that.
That's a W.
Necrochasm.
Necrochasm.
Yes.
Please tell me they fixed the bridge.
All right. Nice. Let's hope they change it enough.
Raiding.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players. In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also
Power level changes?
lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding
This is
the
not a
relative
good lead
difficulty of
up.
things, where they sit now
Not
in the
excited for
spectrum.
this.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fireteam Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring
I have 5
all
million
the
power in
others
Destiny
close to
2.
their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other Guardian to join you in
Oh,
this
it's like an
high-level
average
content.
power?
When it's combined with Fireteam Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fireteam Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my playstyle. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good time. Exactly.
Tags really allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's
It's
really
cool,
great
actually.
about it is with this
Yeah.
launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion
That's cool.
tags will
That's
bring
cool.
players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as
Kings Fall
convenient and as
colorblind
easy
only.
as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually
Know what to do,
As
be
a gamer who's
colorblind.
typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection. The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key
missions?
within our story. We are going to
Forsaken.
have a mission for Forsaken, mission for
Yes.
as well as
Yo.
mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign.
Ooh.
You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's Last Stand from Forsaken.
Yeah, classic mission.
Yeah.
This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are
Any
gonna
Red
come
War
back to
missions
Destiny.
though?
I think this is just the
Yeah,
right
why
time
is
to
it only
introduce features
Forsaken?
that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
Red War.
Don't know.
Nope, no Red War.
We're reaching the end of this,
Ooh,
this 10-year
what's
journey.
happening next?
What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes.
Ooh.
And so the first 3
Okay.
episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's
Ooh.
coming right after the final
Okay.
shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think
That's
that's
cool.
really the cornerstone
I like
of the
that.
episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions.
3
coming
mini
around the corner,
seasons
there'll be new story
in
moments.
yeah,
in every
per
single one of these
thingy.
acts. We're
3
actually
episodes and
providing
3 mini seasons
more
per
cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are
That could actually be
playable
huge for
as
keeping
standalone.
players.
Each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that
So they're
we
like
get
non-chronological.
to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling.
Vex.
Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
Moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal.
That's what we like to hear.
It's a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
What makes a guardian a guardian? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason, by something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us.
That's
every
not.
titan,
No, that's not.
every warlock, every hunter.
Yeah. What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery.
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
That was a cool transition.
Yeah.
Cross it together.
I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our purpose is its end. This time, there is no escape.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of
PlayStation
Protozoan is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Cool.
Music.
Man, The red subclass was not there.
Didn't you hear? That's in episode 2.
Yeah.
After all these years, all we've lost.
They could have done more with the solo wallet.
This fight.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see what happens, but it doesn't look very. It's pretty underwhelming right now.
Last. So I'm asking you to rise. One last time.
Nice. Oh. Oh, get ready. Oh.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna win it.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game.
Gonna be an axe.
This year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower.
Ooh,
We
that's
really
dope.
try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects, and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Might actually get that, to be fair.
A little pyramid.
Little pyramid.
Oh,
That's sick
that's
art.
cool.
That's really cool art. Damn.
Pre-order now, boys. Pay up.
So, is that an ornament for thingy that he's holding? Oh,
Nah,
shit.
he's just
Oh, it's where they're answering questions and stuff. But yeah, I think that's